there, it's Mrs. Drake with the trombone, and this video is also for baritone and French horn. We are on book lesson 24. This is the last lesson of the book, so you probably need to buy the new book. We are on lesson 24. Okay, alrighty, so I hope you already warmed up with some scales, got yourself warmed up, and I'm going to give myself a little disclaimer. My lips are kind of dry, so I might lose my tone a little bit, but I will have the rhythm rights, I will have the right slide positions, so I apologize if I lose my tone a little bit. Okay, so I hope you're already warmed up. Lesson 24, song number 1. Of course, check the key signature. This is kind of a friendly key signature. The trombones and the baritones have B flat, E flat, and the French horns have B flat. So French horns, remember, first finger when you have the B's. Okay, and as I look through the trombone and the baritone, there's no A's in it anyway, so, all right, pretty easy. The arrows mean to strike it a little bit harder with your tongue. It's called an accent. For elementary school, I'm not that picky about it, but I just want to let you know what those arrows mean. It's called accent. Okay, everybody, find the first tone of song 1. Ta, 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 ti, 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 ta. That's going to be the speed. Song 1, everybody. 1, 2, ready. Kind of a nice little song. Okay, song 2. Andante means kind of like a walking speed, medium, slow. On song 2, there's lines over the notes or sometimes directly underneath the note. It's called legato. It means to be a little more gentle with your tongue than you usually would be. I am not picky about that for elementary school. So I would just say basically ignore those lines. It does make the music a little bit confusing. But for elementary school, just ignore those lines. Okay, check the key signature. Trombones, baritones, B flat, E flat, A flat. There's no A's in it anyways. But because it ends on an E flat, there's a musical rule. If a melody ends on an E flat, it should have the B flat, E flat, A flat key signature. French horns, B flat and E flat. There's no E's. But again, the music rule, if the last note of a melody is B flat, it should have the B flat, E flat key signature. So French horns, make sure the very, very first note is B flat, first finger for French horns. Song number 2. Everybody warm up your first note. T, 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 T. Song number 2, everybody. Ready, get set, go. All right, take a look at song 3. Okay, check the key signature. French horns have no key signature, no key signature at all. So the one note to notice is the E's. Make sure E's are open. French horns do the slur, baritone do the slur, but trombone, remember, do not do the slurs. In elementary school, I want you to just ignore the slurs. Okay, trombone and baritone on song number 3, you only have one flat in your key signature, B flat. So that means that the E's have to be second position. Now there's no E's in it, but there's a bunch of A's. So make sure that in song 3, all the A's are second position. You got to know your own brain. If you think you're going to forget that, feel free to draw a 2 over some of the A's, or you could draw the natural sign. It's better than making a mistake. It's okay with me to write in your book. Okay, baritones and trombones, what's the first note of song 3? Hopefully you know it's high C, high C. So on the baritone, it would be first valve, but very high. Trombone, it's third position, but blow very high. Okay, everybody, song 3. Everybody find your first note. Song 3. Bum, 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 bum. Maestoso means slow and proud. Song 3, find your first note again. Song 3. 1, 2, ready, go. Restart. Everybody, I apologize very, very, very much. I didn't play the correct first note. So I apologize on that. Song 3, everybody redo. Find your first note. That's the right note. I apologize for that mistake before. I got an empty spit. Sorry about that, everybody. Song 3. 1, 2, song 3, go. Much better. Some of you probably noticed that I was playing it wrong that first time. I apologize. Okay, song 4. Check the key signature. French horns have B flat, E flat, and A flat. There is an A flat in measure 5. French horns, remember, A flat is 2-3. So feel free if you need to write 2-3 over your A's. And also French horns, E flats and B flats. Baritones and trombones on song 4, you have 4 flats. B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. Remember, it spells the word bead. Bead. B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. You have a D flat in measure 5, so please look ahead to measure 5. If you're playing a baritone, D flat is middle finger. Okay, let me think. No, it's 2-3. 2-3. D flat is 2-3 on baritone, 2-3. And on trombone, D flat is 5th position. Okay, and also remember B flat, E flat, and A flat. So for trombones and baritones, your very first note is A flat, 3rd position. High C's. Okay, it's a challenging song. Okay, so everybody find your first note. I learned my lesson last time. Feel free before you start a song, if you want to do a couple warm-up notes to make sure you're in the right partial. The partial means are your lips, the right power for that note. So everybody find the first note of song 4. T, 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 T. This is a tricky song. 1, 2, song 4, go. Tricky song. Okay, song number 5. Key signature, kind of a friendly key signature. There are some accidentals. In measure 3, notice the French horns have to play B natural, middle finger. The baritones and the trombones in measure 3 have to play E natural, 2nd. All right. Measure 6 has a tricky rhythm. This is kind of a tricky little song. Okay, warm up the first measure, everybody. Song 5, warm up the first measure. Remember, trombones don't do the slurs. 1, 2, song 5, go. because I noticed I made a mistake. In measure 10, it went down to low A, and it has to be second position on trombone for low A, and I'm going to write that in. Alrighty. And then the last song on the page is Russian Dance. Let me double check. Yes, it's the last song for this book. Okay, Russian Dance. The trombone book and the French horn book matches each other nicely, except for the second to last measure. I just want to point out that the trombone book is a little different from the French horn book on the second to last measure. Otherwise, it matches it somewhat. The rhythms match totally, but sometimes the tone is a little bit different. Check the key signature. 2 beats in every measure, so the rests will be counted 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's skip the repeat at the end of the first line, everybody. Don't do it. Don't do the repeat. Don't do the repeat. Okay, everybody, find the first note. French horns, you get to start on high D, first finger, first finger. Everybody find the first note. And remember, you can do the different partials. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Okay, here we go. Russian Dance. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 2, 2. 1, 2, 2. Keep going. And that is the end of the book. That was lesson 24.